Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it may be. My name is Ruel Gaviolo. Welcome to Chits and Chats. Happy Monday Fun Day. Good to see everyone here. I'm still moving on from the tabletop tonight branding to Chits and Chats. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm doing the hand gestures. But so this is still the same show. I'm just trying to do some rebranding. But welcome on in, folks. Thank you, AB True, for being the first one here. Well, at least according to chat. Variant Hex is lurking. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. Foglight's here. Hi, Foglight. Hope you're doing well, too. Bing is in the house. Hello. And we have an ad. Hello, ads. If you don't want to see ads, well, folks that are watching ads, they probably can't hear this now. But subscribe to the channel. It's, you can subscribe to the channel and not see ads. AB True got to play Galactic Cruise on Saturday. Very nice. That one I still haven't played yet. I've seen it a couple times in the wild, and boy, that is a table hog, as they like to say. But hey, everyone, yes, we hope everyone's had a great weekend. Got a fun show today, as always. We're going to be talking about games that you all played recently that I may highlight one or two of my own as well. And then we are going to play, and I don't have the box here, but I do have the rulebook. We are going to play River Valley Glassworks. I have the solo variant in the box. It comes with the box, actually. Here it is. Yeah, solo variant is a built-in. A terrific, light game from All Play. Beautiful components. And I will say this again later, but they did comp me a copy of this game, so I did not pay for it. Take that into consideration as we talk about the games. But Bing says, I've joined the dark side. My first button shy should be arriving today. Hey, folks, shout out to Bing. Welcome to the club, my friend. That is great news. I just got an email from All Plays, or I mean not All Play, from Button Shy. So I'll be contacting their team soon. I'm so glad. If you'd like to share which Button Shy game you just got, that'd be great. No worries though. Foglight, this is so true. River Valley Glasswork is another game that I want to eat the components. I agree 100%. Just beautiful. I don't know. It's Azul-like in gameplay and also component-wise. But it comes with, and you know, I should verify this. I'm pretty sure this is the Kickstarter edition that has the playmat, or was the playmat standard? If anyone knows, there's a playmat, the beautiful acrylic tiles. So I'm assuming acrylic. You know, I'm talking about this. Why don't I show y'all? I have it set up here. This is a playmat, and then you have the acrylic tiles for the river that move along here. I don't know if that's I think it's cardboard in the retail version, but let us know, folks, if you know the actual, or maybe some of them are All Plays here. I'm not sure if they are. But hey, I hope you had a great weekend. Oh, Bing says Agropolis, Rove, and Invino Morte. Oh, Invino Morte. Is that the... I'm assuming it is wine-related, which immediately you've piqued my interest here. Yeah, it is. Chris Anderson designer. Yeah, I've seen this one, but I haven't been able to play it yet. You have to let us know, Bing, how it is. Oh, that's... What is that? That's not... Oh, that's like a Shy-Con. Oh, is this from a Button Shy-Con? They have their own con every year. Oh, 2022. Very nice. Cool. Yeah, I'd love to try this one out. Oh, this is the Shy-Con. Is this a wallet compilation of 4 Button Shy games? Oh, okay, got it. I don't know what I pressed here. I pressed the wrong button. Where am I? I've got this mic in my face, so that's why I'm leaning over like this. Okay, there's Invito Morte. Oh, that's cool. Someone will put the oh, so perfect. I love it. Bing says, it is the matching wits with the Sicilian when death is on the line. Oh, no way. Okay. Well, right there, it's immediate. I immediately need to get this one. Inconceivable. Yeah, this looks cool. 10 minutes. Oh, 3 to 9 players. Oh, interesting. I just assumed it would be a 2-player game. But that's interesting. Billy Pratt's in the house. Played Mirms and Heroes of Might and Magic. Wait. Is Heroes of Might and Magic... Oh, I typed in herpes. Herpes of Might and Magic. Don't want to do that. That one actually scares me. Audi Mandrill, thank you so much for subscribing. They subscribed with Prime. Much appreciated. Skork gives Dizzy also followed yesterday. Thank you so much for that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Heroes, not herpes of magic. Might and magic. Heroes of Might and Magic. Oh, interesting. I had heard about this, but oh man. Look at this. Got the cool minis. Or not. Kidding. It's not a CMON game, is it? Now is this the one you played, Billy? Archon Studio. Hey, Deadpan. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd heard about this. I don't know anything about it. Area majority influence, campaign driven, cooperative game. Okay, interesting. Venture driven game for 1 to 3 players set in the cult fantasy universe. Yeah, very cool. Nice. I hope you liked it. Oh, hey, Odie. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you for sharing that. Let me get Odie Mandrell's comment up here if I can find my little comment thing. Come on, comment thing. There it is. I just want to say thanks to you and Becca. I won the battle bundle during the giveaway stream. I was number 69, Odie. Nice. Well, congratulations and thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you coming on over here as well. Very, very kind of you. Congrats again. I hope you're enjoying. I hope the games have reached you. If not, let us know. We'll let the team know to get that out to you. But very kind of you to drop in today. Appreciate it. And thanks for the sub. Okay, so what we're doing today, folks, if this is your first time here, we are just hanging out, talking about some games we played, and then I will be playing the River Valley Glassworks Solo Edition. And this is the little bag with all the tiles. Super excited about that. Hey, you can't see it, but the pugs just showed up. Hey, pugs, do you want to jump on camera? Mookie? Meep? Meeple? Nope. They like to lay by my feet. It's so funny. Billy Pratt says, it was fun if a bit Philly. Got it. Cool. Oh, we're talking about Heroes of Might and Magic that Billy played recently. Agropolis, Rove, yeah. And we've covered these other games before. Agropolis, I think did I do a video for Agropolis? It might have been for Sprawlopolis, the other one that's based on. But yeah, if you've never played Button Shy games, folks, Bing has just joined the club. These are terrific 18-card games. So good. I think that was a prototype. Oh, look at that. That's funny. They're just brilliant. So this is technically a cooperative game, but I enjoy playing them solo. I usually bring Sprawlopolis with me wherever I travel, and I'll literally play it on the plane, the little tray, because it fits there. It's only 18 cards. It's really cool. All you do is each card has different terrains and also a road, and you're trying to match up terrains and or the road itself. But you also have 3 objectives that are changed from game to game, because each of these cards, it's so brilliant. It's such a simple yet brilliant system. Each of these cards here that you play with, on the back side, they have goals. So you randomly, out of the 18, just randomly draw 3. Those are your 3 goals. And then you flip them back over to this side, and you draw, or you're going to shuffle them, draw 1, you start with 3, I think, and then draw 1 at a time, and you're going to place it onto your little tableau here that you're building. And then, including with the goals, you have your common goals. You're like, that stays the same from game to game. So it's like the biggest area of like green or a biggest area of yellow, etc. And then the longest road. It's so good. If you've never played a Button Shy, I would always recommend Sprawlopolis first. Or what was the 2-player one? I just played it. Circle the Wagons. I'm like pointing like, oh yeah, do you see? That's the one I just played. No, it's on the. It's not even on the ground. It's like on a pile of games here next to Meeple, my pug. But Circle the Wagons, it's a 2-player game. It's outstanding, folks. So what else do y'all play? Let me know, and we'll talk about that. And we'll also get into River Valley Glassworks. Now, I just recently played River Valley. No, I wouldn't say recently. Maybe a couple of months ago with my buddy Daryl, and was it Oscar or Gil? I forget, but a couple of buddies of mine, and just reminded me how just smooth. I think that's the best way. It's just such a smooth game. I almost wish it was a little longer. I always feel like, I mean, it's maybe like 5 or 10 minutes short, and I think that's the purpose of it. Maybe it's like it's supposed to be like a 20-minute game, but I always feel like I want to do more. But I feel like that's a mark of a good game, where it's like, oh, I don't feel like I was cheated. I just wish it would last a little longer. But it's such a terrific game. So we'll be showing that in just a bit. Yeah, Foglight, right? It always feels like I'm getting going and it ends. Yeah, and I feel like if I can get one or two more turns in on River Valley Glassworks, and I haven't even tried that yet, where it's like, hey, why don't we just extend the game? I haven't tried that. We always stick with, I think it's like 17 pieces or, and it's like, I don't know how many turns, but it's not many turns. But it's cool. It's such a terrific game. If you haven't played it yet, folks, we're going to play it in a few minutes here. And I'll be playing the solo, which is basically the same as the multiplayer, just with a very, very few little tweaks. And that's what I love in my solo games. Nothing that totally changes the game or the AI or the dummy player. It doesn't take much upkeep. That's my type of solo game. That's why I really enjoy this one as well. Slivers, hello. Good to see you here. Hey, Paula Deming, thanks for joining us. Paula says, I love the solo version of River Valley Glassworks. I prefer it, actually. Yeah, you know what? It's funny, Paula. I was just thinking, as I'm playing this solo version more, I'm trying to figure out if I like this more than the multiplayer. And it's funny, who was it? Bing just mentioned they played Beacon Patrol and Ito recently. For Beacon Patrol, I actually prefer that one solo. It's just, for me, that's like the sort of like, oh, what is that game? The one with the blooming flowers. Gentle Rain. Gentle Rain is like that. Just, I like that type of solo game. It's like the perfect, hey, I'm going to have my cup of tea or my cup of coffee on a Sunday morning, chilling. And, usually on Sunday mornings, I think I usually get up first before Michelle. And the pugs they'll be sleeping too. So I just sort of sneak off, have a snack or have a my pre-breakfast or a cup of tea, and I will play like Beacon Patrol or Gentle Rain. And I think that's man, I can see River Valley Glassworks along that line too. The only thing with River Valley Glassworks, I feel that why I wouldn't draw it first before like Beacon Patrol or Gentle Rain is setup. The setup, it's not hardcore, but you do have more pieces of setup. You gotta, draw stuff out of the bag, etc., etc. But yeah, I think it becomes a more interesting puzzle. Yeah, I need to play this more, and I'll play it in a few minutes here, folks. River Valley Glassworks, because I really enjoy this game. And again, the components are just rock solid, really, really good. What else have y'all been playing? What else is new? Oh, Bing mentioned Beacon Patrol. If you haven't seen Beacon Patrol yet, folks, this is from Pandasaurus. And I covered this a while ago. And I did the solo variant of this. It's a tile laying game in the realm of like Carcassonne. But with a little more to it. It's got the really cool mechanism where you have to move your little boat. Right? So you're trying to line... Oh, this is such a great... Is this at the beach? Whoa, someone went all out. Who is this? Solitary Quest. Shout out to you. Kudos. Very nice photo. Oh, yeah. This is totally done at the beach. Wow. Hey, speaking of the beach, folks. Michelle and I went to the beach on Saturday. We celebrated our anniversary. And it was like the perfect day. We had such a great time. We went to Ventura here in Southern California. It's one of our favorite spots. It's called Jolly Oyster. The Jolly Oyster. Wow, they actually brought Beacon Patrol to the beach. That's so awesome. Kudos. Is this all? No, this is Carlos the Dwarf. Shout out to you, friend. That's awesome. And this is a little upgraded boat. Anyways, let me backtrack. So Michelle and I celebrated our anniversary. Went to the Jolly Oyster in Ventura, at the Ventura Beach, Southern California. Had the best time. We love this space. We love this restaurant. It's actually, I can't even call it a restaurant. It's like a shack on the beach. And then they have like an adjacent food truck. So at the shack, it's like the Shuck Shack. You buy your oysters, you're raw, and you can shuck them. But they also have service. Well, they also have the food truck, so they'll shuck them for you, which we did this time. Usually I like to shuck my own oysters, but this time I didn't have a shucking knife, and they used to let you borrow one. But apparently the health department cracked down. Like, now they'll only sell you one, like an oyster shucking knife, and it's like $20. I'm like, I know I can get one for like $5. I'm like, you know what? No, go ahead and shuck our oysters. But Michelle and I always joke around, so we've been doing it for years, where I call myself Shuck Master G. So if you ever want your oyster shuck, I'll do it. I got the technique down. I learned from the best. So we spent a lovely afternoon, a morning and afternoon at the beach, eating oysters, and then at the food truck they have them, raw in the half shell, which we enjoy, but also fried in panko. We also did the grilled oysters, and the grilled oysters, I forgot how good these were. They're grilled on the half shell, but they add like leeks and like a cream-based sauce. It's almost like it would be like perfect on pasta. Oh, and speaking of pasta, it would be perfect. We also ordered the Manila clams, the steamers. Oh, that chef's kiss. Now, we didn't have pasta. What we always do is we'll bring like some rice, like just some steamed white rice. And this time we brought some kimchi that I bought at our local farmer's market. Oh, the kimchi. Folks, if you're in Southern California, like LA area, In a Pickle, that's the company's name. They're a small business. I think it's a husband and wife couple. They were in our local farmers market, and they had all kinds of pickled items, but they also have kimchi, pickled fermented Korean cabbage. Oh, so good. I've nearly eaten that whole jar in like a week. It's crazy. But we brought that along with us. So I was enjoying steamed rice with our oysters, kimchi on the side. Oh, and then we had some fresh fruit. And we brought our pugs with us, too. It was great. What am I talking about here? We were talking about Beacon Patrol. But somehow this led to talking about food, as always. So thank you for just listening to me ramble on here. Hey, No Soul, No Problems in the house. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you, friend. Foglight brings up a great point. When I play Beacon Patrol, I often think, oh, I can do it all, and I can't. Absolutely. And I love those type of games, right? Where, here it is. So you're trying to line up similar borders in Beacon Patrol. Water to water, island to island. But then you have the little boat. So at the end of each of your turns, you have to move your boat to some open water space. So that's really cool. And then you score like I think it's this one has the expansion with the windmills here, right? But you're going to score based on if you can surround this beacon or whatever. And then you look at your land masses, of course. Very, very much like Carcassonne. But adding this little element of the boat is so good. Because that definitely adds to the puzzle. It's like, oh, can I move this boat where I want it to? Right? So you can check it out, folks. I have I think I have like 2 solo playthroughs of this on my channel. So be sure to check that out. Thank you, Noso. Thank you so much for the happy anniversary wishes. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. You go and shuck yourself. Yeah, so at this place, it's funny. I was just thinking, shuck myself. Am I? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you go to the oyster shack or the Jolly Oyster, and they sell them by the dozen. They have like 3 different varieties, and it's cool. They're like totally sustainable. They have their own farm. They're very conscious of the environment, so they have a farm in Baja California, which they shuttle back and forth, and they do a lot of things that maintain sustainability. Just very aware, and that's why we were really attracted to them. We're really, wanted to support them. And we started going there, I want to say, was it before we were married? Well, this is 12 years of marriage for me and Michelle. And I'm pretty sure we went, did we go on our anniversary, first anniversary? It might have been right before. I'll have to check my photos from back in the day. But we've been like 4 or 5 times. The last time we went was actually, I wish I had I should plan these things where I could have like little slideshow photos and stuff. Because the last time we went was like 3 years ago. And in Ventura, that's close to Camarillo in California. And at the time, Nick and Mike Murphy were living in Camarillo. So we did our anniversary thing. And then there was like a little game store in Camarillo, which I think it's called Xander's Game House or something like that. Very nice woman who owns it. And we went there and met the brothers Murph to play some games there. It was like the best of all worlds. Michelle and I, so it was about 3 years ago. This is before we had Meeple and Mookie, our pugs. It was like the best of all worlds, right? We went, ate a bunch of great food, hung out at the beach, got to see friends, got to play games. Like, yeah. So every time we go there now, Jolly Oyster, it's always like good times. And thankfully, the weather always works out because, June here in California just always works out. Bing says, I love oysters. Never shucked one, though. Hard to find in Indiana. Yeah. We live in California. We're very, very fortunate for that. AB Troop says, recently found out a local coffee shop has a monthly game night. When last week, about a dozen gamer men knew. Oh, nice! Had a good time. I love that. Thank you for sharing, Amy Troop. Folks, if you're not part of our Discord community, I just dropped the link there. Feel free to join us there. We talk about stuff like this all the time in our Discord community, connecting with folks, sharing, our gaming experience and our non-gaming experiences. Amy Troop's one of our folks in there. Thank you so much. To live in nice in LA, hello, Work Lurk. Thought you'd appreciate it and would want to join so we can have 3 full tables. LOL. I played Mahjong for a couple of hours yesterday with local board games. It was the best time. Nice. I love that. That is the OG right there. Anyone play Mahjong? And I know To Live in Nice LA probably has very similar memories, but I have very fond memories of being a kid and seeing my family, aunts and uncles, mom and dad, are gathered around several Mahjong tables. And actually in my family, it was like several Mahjong tables, but then one poker table. So my dad would always be at the poker table with the uncles, and then my mom would be at the Mahjong table with aunts and uncles there. For some reason, poker was mainly the men in the family for whatever reason, but Mahjong was everybody. So Michelle and we have, I think, 2 Mahjong sets, and we haven't actually played together. Now we need to play. I played with back in the day. It's been a few years since I played, but yeah, Mahjong, folks. It is, if you played Gin Rummy. It's very similar to Gin Rummy, where you have sets, like 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, runs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then there's like different suits or symbols in Mahjong. There's so many variants, right? This is one of those games, Mahjong in the public domain. Then you have so many variants, and it's always like the running joke in the Philippines. Like, depends what province you're from, and you're going to play very differently from province to province, which is literally, you could have one set of rules in one city, go to another city 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away, have another set of different rules. It's hilarious in that sense. Aloha, Legends. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, Silver's talking about the oysters. No, so they have the farm. They have the farm in Baja, and then they farm them there, and then they ship them. Yeah, I don't think it's close enough. Like, it's about, let's see, Baja to Ventura. I'd say about 3.5, 4 hours. But it's a pretty big operation from what I understand. Hey, Magic Eric, what's up? Happy Monday. Thank you, AB Troop. Yes, shout out to BGG for hosting us today, as always, every Monday. Legends plays Mahjong. Nice. AB Troop, I have a set, but haven't learned it yet. No soul, no problem. I've talked about it with the wife investing in a really nice marble Mahjong set. Ooh, that would be sweet. Folks, did you see that the Lord of the Rings game on crowdfunding? Like, it went live last week. It is insane. Becca and I highlighted it on Good Morning Society. It is the Lord of the Rings Confrontation, a classic Knizia game. And it also developed by Reiner Knizia, original designer, developed along with Eric Lang and also Christian Peterson. Eric Lang, Blood Rage, Christian Peterson, Twilight Imperium. It's so over the top. It is literally its own table, and it's like an heirloom quality table. So the Kickstarter, I think, is like $3,000 for this game that plays like half an hour, but it's got like 3D terrain. It's got all these amazing, components, and the table itself, gorgeous, like wood with like inscription. I think it's an Elvish. It's beautiful. It's something I would never purchase unless y'all want to kick in on $73,000. I'm happy to purchase it, but oh my goodness, it is so out of control. Love it though. To live in nice and LA. Too many memories of late nights playing Mahjong. Was definitely nice, nostalgic feeling for me. As one of the last times I remember playing was with my grandpa. Nice. I love that. I wish I knew my grandfather barely as a kid. He helped my folks. He was, lived in the Philippines, but came out for a few years, lived with us in the States when I was still small. Maybe like 5 years, 6, 7 years old. Yeah, because I think, oh man, maybe a little older, 8. Because I know one of my brothers was little, and my third brother, youngest, might have just been born. So that means I would probably be about 7 or 8 years old. So my grandfather lived with us for a little while to help out, right? And I have very fond memories, but I don't have memories of playing games with him. My favorite memory, the biggest one in my head, and also my brother's, was my grandfather would have this little sack like this, right? But you know, Crown Royale, the whiskey, it was one of those bags, but it was filled with quarters, like change, spare change. So my brothers and I, mainly me and the second brother, the third brother's probably too small, but he does remember this, so maybe he's a little older. We hear the ice cream man. It was like ice cream, and we go to our grandfather. Lolo is what you call your grandfather in Tagalog and Filipino. With Lolo ice cream, and he'd break out the little bag, Crown Royal, and bust out quarters and all the change. So we'd always have enough to buy ice cream. I remember buying ice cream. The three things I would always that were like go-tos: ice cream, Doritos, little bags of Doritos, and either baseball cards or like stickers, like Garbage Pail Kids. Those are our three things I always get. Lolo, oh man, that was my fondest memory of him. And to this day, me and each of my brothers, we all have Crown Royal bags somewhere. Either with change or like, I was using mine when we used to play golf. I would use it to like, keep my golf tees and like my glove and, my golf markers, extra ball or whatever. And both my brothers have it as well. I have one. Where's mine? Mine is probably in a board game now that I think about it. I'm probably sure I put in one of the board games. I'm probably like Carcassonne or any tile laying game where you need a bag. So my grandfather's bag is probably, well, not his, but the one inspired by him is somewhere in my collection here somewhere. Thanks for that. Excuse me. Thanks for that, To Live and Die Slowly. Always happy to talk about wonderful memories like that. Legends used to play with three friends all night long, and when the noise curfew hit for the apartment rules, I made a Mahjong set out of Magic the Gathering cards because the tiles were too loud for the... Oh, that is really cool. Whoa. Nice. Oh, what a cool way to get around the noise curfew. To Live and Die Slowly. I also learned new ways to score points yesterday. Tickled my brain. Nice. Now, To Live and Die Slowly, or anyone that's played Mahjong, have you ever played the American rules? Like that, I never understood. It was like, I felt like it totally changed the game. Like the American rules, for whatever reason. I don't know if it was, like they had a set. I don't know. It was some weird thing where you had to read like a sheet. And I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. I was like, if someone had tried to explain it to me and I saw it, I was like, no. We just, you mix with the tiles and we, set them up and then, yeah, then you try to do, sets and runs and stuff. Anyways, yeah. Sliver said, yeah, I saw the Lord of the Rings and told the bros that they need to get. Yeah, I would love, yeah, let's all get Nick and Mike Murphy to get the Lord of the Rings crazy Kickstarter. I want to play their version where somehow they get the funds to do it. I saw that too, Magic Air. I saw the $2,000 table. Doesn't even come with the legs. Those are an add-on, right? Like, do you just put the table on top of another table? I guess it's like a table topper. But for $1,000, you can get 4 legs. It just seems so insane to me. But, you know what? If you have the money to do so, folks, hey, who am I to say? Yeah, Slurp's right. I'm old and I still scream ice cream whenever including the grocery store. Evil Turnip, yeah. Maybe that's where mine is. Mine might be with like Roll for the Galaxy or something. Maybe not Roll for the Galaxy. Where's the other one? Is it Tiny Epic Galaxy? It's something with a bunch of dice. I'll have to look. Team 50, thanks for lurking. Mayor Canada, I have at least one Crown Royal bag inside Azul Queen's Garden. That would be a perfect one for that. Nice. Start a GoFundMe to afford the Kickstarter game with stretch goals. Get the legs. Yeah. Maybe we should do that. Get the legs. The true class division. The Lord of the Ring table owners and the rest of us. You know what I'd love to see is one of the board game, I don't know, cafes or whatever around town. One of them should get it, right? We could all take turns playing it there. That would be amazing. My mama said Layla's my magic legs, Forrest Gump. That's my best Forrest Gump impression for you folks. Okay, why don't we play a game? Let me hydrate. This is great. I'm excited to play this, and I am grateful for y'all hanging out with me today. We'll talk about more games afterwards. Um, Thanks for all the lurks. Lurks while works, lurks while study. We'll do this here. Enjoy the meetings. Or the water boy, yeah. Oh, by the way, Gen Con, right around the corner. Someone needs to book his flight. Someone needs to get a badge. Someone is way behind on everything. I'm going. I'm already going, folks. I just, I got to the little details of like, flight, housing, badge, all this. Actually, housing I'm taking care of, thankfully. Very grateful for friends. But I need to do now I am in talks with a bunch of folks here and just kind of line my ducks in a row. It's been a little crazy time here. Real quick. It's been a crazy time here. In the last 3 months, Michelle and I have had to replace our refrigerator and our washer and dryer. So, yeah. You'd think it'd be, I don't know. You think it's like an easy thing. Like, okay, something died, it's just, now, there's like a lot of options, and we're like trying to figure out what's best for us. And then, these are high ticket items, right? So, someone may spend money on a Lord of the Rings $3,000 table. I spent money on a refrigerator and washer and dryer. So, yeah, obviously those are the needs. Board Game Jays, hey, good to see you here. Yeah, so I do have a place to stay, thankfully. Thank goodness. But I do need to get flight and badge. I also have a couple of things I need to take care of, like as far as work opportunities out there. Those are my next 2 appliances to go. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, replace the stove and dishwasher. Wait, 3 times? Times 3? Oh. You know what? I know our stove is probably next. All our household appliances, they're like 2 decades old, over 20 years. So they've definitely lived, we've gotten great use out of them. But yeah, dishwashers are the worst. That's so scary to hear. I know that's might be one of the next one here. Yay for home ownership, dishwasher, refrigerator, dryer, and a few other things here, yeah. Hey, IT Omar Hernandez, good to see you here. Thanks for dropping in. We're talking about games, but we're also talking about food, and, of course, the subject that's the latest and greatest, the household appliances that we need to replace. Good to see you here, Omar. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to play River Valley Glassworks. We're going to do the solo game. As y'all know, I record this over. I stream on Twitch and YouTube these days. And then what I do, I'm learning DaVinci Resolve. Yay for me. I'm learning how to edit stuff. So now what I do is I'll download these things and edit them. And hopefully they're better than just shipping them over as a highlight or whatever from Twitch. Speaking of, I just dropped a new video. Why don't I want to drop this in here. Actually, I'll do this. I'll drop my link tree. The link tree will have links to where you can find me all over the interwebs, including a link to my YouTube channel. I just dropped a video that Michelle and I did last week for the game High Tide. Terrific game. It's a 2-player abstract, and we love it. I've been following that game since last year. It was part of the indie games market at PAX Unplugged. Marceline is the designer, and I had pre-ordered the game. Then she reached out after I pre-ordered, say, "Hey, we would love some coverage. Can I send you a copy?" I was like, "Heck yeah! Like, send me a copy." So I got it earlier than the pre-order, and we filmed the video. Love that game. It's a 2-player abstract. You'll see the video. Check the link there. I just have to say, my DaVinci Resolve skills are very, very minimal. Super minimal. But the other night, I learned how to add like little outtake reels, like couple of outtakes at the end of the video. The ones you do the video, then beep, and then you see me and Michelle. There's like a little outtake. I was so thrilled. It's not even that great of an outtake, but it's like the fact that I learned how to do it. You can teach old dogs new tricks sometimes, folks. Thanks, No Soul. Hey, go DaVinci. Yeah, I was so proud. I'm so proud of myself. Hey, Bonds, thanks for dropping in. Good to see you here. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's one of those things. I do pride myself on being a lifelong learner, It's just, it takes me longer to learn things just because I'm not a young man anymore. But I did learn that, and I was happy. And thanks to the school of YouTube, right? YouTube University, I found a couple of folks there that do DaVinci Resolve for noobs, and I'm learning a lot there. And live, laugh, and learn. That's what it's all about, my friend. Heck yeah. Bonds, hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you here. Long time no see. We're going to be playing River Valley Glassworks. Real quick here. Got it all set up here. I've already done the preliminary setup. And while talking through the game, we have my player board, then the AI's player board, Auto Snugs. Little, what is that? Is that a ferret or a weasel? I don't know. I'm the alligator, or is that a crocodile? I always forget the difference between them. Yeah, I mean the biggest difference, right? I don't know. Is it the teeth or something? Anyone know that? Yay! Bonds just slept in today and just got up. Well deserved, my friend. Well deserved. Okay. So let me see. Got this here. Got this here. Oh, excuse me. Let's hydrate. Hydrate if you want to, folks. If you can. The width of the mouth. Okay, yeah. So it'd be an alligator, right? And always the big difference. You see you later. You see alligator later. See you later, alligator. And then the crocodile you'll see after a while, right? It's an Otto the otter. Gosh, that makes sense. Thanks, Board Game James. Otto. I'm like, is it a ferret? It's right here, Otto the otter. Oh man, I'm glad y'all get this stuff better than I do. Okay. What I do, we're recording this live, of course. Y'all appreciate y'all dropping in. We are going to do, or I'm going to do a little intro to the YouTube edited version, and then we'll just play through it. And thanks again for hanging out. Here we go. Can y'all hear that? I don't know if you can hear it. It's a little tune in the background. Our new dryer plays a song. So when it's done, instead of meh, meh, like our old dryer, it would go meh, and it was like, oh, the dryer's done. Now it's like, okay, yeah, you can hear it. The Samsung, oh my gosh. Totally called out. Thank you, Nosel, no problem. Yeah, that's totally what it was. We got a new Samsung dryer in the house here. Ice cream! Mayor of Canada is at the ice cream. No, not as fun as the ice cream truck. It is the dryer. The clothes are done in the dryer. Gonna get hit with it. Oh, am I gonna get hit with a DMCA strike? Oh no. Oh, you know, that is so true, Slivers. Is there a way to okay, anyone that owns a Samsung dryer, is there a way to reprogram that song? I would totally make it Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Or better yet, I Love LA. Bing says all our appliances sing to us, yeah. American, my buddy trained his kids to learn the ice cream truck plays music when it's all out of ice cream. Nice. Love that. All right, friends, let's do this. Let's play a game. You know, I'm going to move my keyboard down here. No, you know, I'll put it over here. Out of the way of the play area. B-Traps, open the dryer door, Hal. I can't do that, Ruel. Anyone else recognize our reference? Nice reference, by the way, B-Travis. I've not watched that movie in years. Okay, here we go. Hi friends, I'm Ruel Gaviola, and today we are playing River Valley Glassworks. I'll be playing the solo mode today, and I do want to shout out AllPlay for sending over a copy. And in River Valley Glassworks, we are hanging out at the river and the lake, trying to get glass into our shop here. And what we're going to do is gather glass from the river and or the lake and use that to collect different sets. And we'll score based on the rows that we complete here and also the columns. Now, in the solo variant, we're going to be playing against the Auto Snugs. They have a different way of scoring things, but they take the same basic gather and place. But we'll talk about that as we go. I'm going to take the first turn. So on your turn, you have two options. You can do one action, either place and gather, or you're going to draw. Okay, so drawings from the lake, we'll get to that in a minute. But place and gather is when you're going to take one of your glass pieces in your pan and place it on the river, and then you're going to take one of the adjacent tiles glass. Okay, so for instance, I take this one here, I place it on the matching shape. So you'll see each one of these river tiles, and they are acrylic, so they're like see-through. So you're going to place it on the matching shape, okay? And then you're going to take an adjacent one here. So if I did this here, for instance, this blue one here, I would either take this adjacent one or this adjacent one. And now that I do that, maybe I should do that here. I can place this light blue one here, and that matches that shape. I call it the squash shape. We could call it Bobby Squash in honor of Ross Connell, Bobby Squash. I'm laughing at myself, folks. That's a really old, some inside baseball joke there from back in the pandemic days of TLN and or from Ross's terrific stream. So we put here on the squash shape, and I can take either these two or these two. Now you may notice that some of these have some writing on them, folks. I'm colorblind, and I need these colors are really close to my for my eyes, so I put LB here, not for Long Beach, not the LBC like Snoop would say, but this is light blue. Okay, then we also have P for purple. I think I also have some for LG, light green, and so forth. So you'll see those pop up. If you see that, those are my personal customized pieces that I've done, so I can have play the game a little easier without always asking Michelle, hey, what color is that? What color is that? So I place this light blue one here in the Bobby Squash shape, and I can take either here or here. Now, what you're trying to do, so I'm going to take these here, and I'll show you what you do. So you place glass from your pan, matching here, and then gather all of them from an adjacent tile. Okay? And then what you do is you're going to take this river tile, put it at the end, and slide it here, okay? So here's the lake. It's pointing towards the lake. And then you're going to refill this tile by looking at the next tile here, and that's how many you draw and place there. So here it has one gem, so you just go to the bag, take this out here, and place that there. Now, I've gathered there. Now I'm going to place them into my river or my glasswork shop here, right? And what you're going to be doing is you start at the bottom here, right? And then you're going to make your way across here depending on the colors. Now there's a different numbers of the colors here. So the rare ones are like orange and yellow. The most common ones are the white and the purple. Okay, so I've got a blue and I've got a green here, and so the blue one's really rare, and the green one's not as rare. You know, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, it's too late now. So I'm gonna go like this and this. So green's a little more common, I think, than the blue one. No, the blue one's a little more common, so I'll put that there. Okay, because you're going to put one column for each color, and then once you get similar colors, that's when you build up. Okay, and at the end of the game, we're going to score it like this. You score as far as you can here, each row, as long as there's no gaps, you're going to get up to 22 points if you filled all the way. So right now, if we stopped, I would cry and only score 2 points because this here is only 2 slots over. Likewise, you're going to score based on your columns. So after you do that, you're going to look at your 2 tallest columns and you're going to score those. Now, this one here on the right side, if you go all the way up here, it is 35 points. But here's the thing, folks. You probably won't do that because these here may be filled up more frequently or whatever, just depending on what. And if you have a tie between columns, like let's say I have this one here for 28, this one here for 16, this here for 12, this one for 4, you always take the leftmost. So those are going to get filled up more frequently, or at least you try not to, and you'll score those instead of these columns. Now the rows, you'll score all those. Okay, so you'll see that a little more in practice as we go. I've taken my turn. That is it. Now we go to our friend Otto. Otto's going to take their turn. So Otto gathers the river tile with the most glass. So there's 2 here and 2 here. Which one does he pick? I'm glad you asked, Ruel. He always picks the one closest to the lake, so it'll be this one here. Okay, and we're going to slide this over like this and refill. There are 2 here, so we're going to place 2 here. 1, 2. Okay, looks like 2 purples. All right, and then, excuse me, and then we take Otto's, place it here, down here, and this you can do in the order that you'd like to do. Let's see, I'll put light blue here and then purple here. And then as I cover this, you'll see the shape. That just means you draw one for the bag. Okay. Oh, it just happens to be a triangle or a heart. And then you're going to find that shape on the river tiles, which is Bobby Squash, and you just add that to the tile like that. Okay. And you'll notice that's all Otto's doing. Same thing as me, filling up the rows. And then at the end, they're going to score rows for as far as they've filled up here. Now, again, some of these already have built-in gaps, so they won't be able to go all the way across, which is great. But they will also score these items here. So columns, they're going to score surplus, 3+ per piece. So once there's a surplus, it's called overflow. They're going to place them here. Whereas me, my overflow is going to go here, and I lose points. And then finally, they have an 8th color. So there are 8 colors in the game. If they get that 8th color, it goes here for their waste. That's how they lose points. Okay. That's it for Otto Snug's turn. It's back to me. I can either draw here. Now, I do have a limit of 5 pieces in my pan here. So anything that's over that, like I would put 3 here, and then the solo game 1 would go to Otto, but then I'd have 1 extra. That would go to the overflow. And I don't want to do that because I'd lose points. Oh, by the way, you know one thing I forgot to do? I placed 2 pieces here. I just move my little alligator here. Okay. And I have 2 pieces. The game is over when we get to 17 pieces. It's a pretty quick game, folks. So, just I always forget to move the little piece. So that's something to remember. By the way, my alligator's name is, we're going to call it Alligator in honor of the old school Garbage Pail Kid. All right, so it's Alligator's turn. I can take this squash piece, put it here, but I will only get to take this one. I have a triangle. I can put it over here, and then I'd take either this one or this one, which is sort of whack, but I'd rather do that because I can get 2 pieces here. So this here and here, the white and the purple are the most common. Okay, so that's actually pretty cool because then I can go up here, and maybe I can, since they're common, I can fill all the way up here. Or do I place this here and take the light blue and put the light blue there? Ooh, hoping. Ooh, I do have another Bobby Squash. So that will go over here. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah. Okay, we'll take these 2 here. Let's do that. So, these 2, they're the most common ones, so we'll go white, then purple, like that. Actually, I'll do purple first, and white there. Okay, this, take it away, go to the end of the river, and then refill. This says the next tile is 2, so we draw 2 from here. 1, 2. Okay. There's that. And I placed 2 here, so let's move Alligator. 1, 2. Up to 4. So I have 4 pieces. It's a pretty quick game. Pretty quick game. All right. Back to Otto Snugs. Otto gathers the tile with the most glass, and it looks like it's this one here. And then we're going to refill here. This goes this way. Boom. We draw 2 to place here. 1, 2. Okay. By the way, we record this live on Twitch and YouTube, folks. If you'd like to follow, give us a follow in the show notes. There's all kinds of links that you could figure out when I stream and where you can find more of my videos. Okay, so it's Otto's turn. They've taken 3 of these. Now, they already have a purple column here, so they're going to place purple, purple. Yeah, oh, they got 3. Oh, boo! I didn't notice that. So they filled up a column. That's a bummer. So right here, they're hitting the heart, so they've got to draw 1, place on the heart. Right there. They fill this, and then they fill this one. They put one on the, I think it's is that a hexagon? Hexagon. Okay, my turn. I have 1 more here. It would be the squash type, so then I would get these. Or do I want to go over here and draw? You know, I'm going to draw. Okay, so let's draw. We'll put these here. Limit 5. Now, I'm going to reach my limit by placing 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then the 5th one goes to Otto right here. This is just for the solo game. Once you get to 3, the game immediately ends. So either 17 tokens or 3 of these tokens here. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. I either draw from here or I place and gather from there. Let me refill the lake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so those go in there. And now it is Otto's turn. All right, Otto. Wait, is it Otto's turn or is it my turn? Let me see. Did I... Oh, I just drew and I refilled, so it's Otto's turn. Okay, Otto takes the one with the most glass. Looks like a bunch of them, they all have 2 except for this one, so they take the one closest to the lake, which is this. This goes back here. I love this element of this game. Whoop. And then 2 gems or 2 glass are put here. 1, 2. Whoops. And then Otto places these 2. It looks like it is light blue, so that's going to go there. And then this is a purple. So this purple has overflowed. It's going to go here. And it's a surplus, so that's plus 3 points. Boo! I don't like that. All right, my turn. So now, do I want to go over here or here? See, the blue one would be nice. Oh, there's a couple of white ones here we can get into. So triangle or the circle. I don't have any triangle pieces, but I do have a circle piece here. Okay, which will allow me to get these 2. That allows me to build up. Okay. Or do I want to get this one? It allows me to build up and across. I do have 2 of these. Ooh. Do I have a heart? I do have a heart. I do have a heart, as the Cowardly Lion said. Did I just quote the Wizard of Oz? I am going to place the heart here and draw these 2 orange. They're going to go right here. So you notice I place one here. Each column can only be 1 color, but I get to place that there. So if the game ended, I would get 11 for this row, and then I would get 10 for this column. Okay. Okay. I have 2, 4, 6 now. Alligator moves to 6 and is back to Otto. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I need to refill. Whoop. And this needs 1. Reach in the bag for 1. All right. And as I mentioned, we are recording this live, folks. Just want to shout out everyone in chat. And Board Games loves this game. Awesome, good to hear. Hey, TVivD. TVivD is recovering from RageCon in Reno. Very nice. Hey, Gamerized guys here as well. Good to see you here, friend. And let us continue. Gosh, it's funny recording these live because now I'm like totally like, okay, whose turn is it? So that was Otto's turn. Or no, that was my turn. Was it? Yeah. So I placed those, refilled that. Now Otto. Otto is going to take the most. So 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Or is it my turn? Hey, chat. Whose turn was it? This is where I need to have like a marker. So I've taken 1 turn here. I guess I could edit this later. Yeah, I could edit this and add it. It's Otto's turn. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely going to edit this part where we're going to pretend that I didn't think about that. Okay. So it's Otto's turn now. They're going to look here. The most pieces are these 3 here. So this is going to go this way. And we're going to refill 2 this style. 1, 2 out of the bag. Okay. And then Otto gets to place these 3. Let's see. We've got a light blue, which goes here. And the light blue is covering a circle or an oval. So we place a token there. They have a heart. A light green. No light greens yet, so they're going to go there. And finally, they have a blue, which is going to go there. Now, oh, the light green covered... Did I just do that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah. Wait, light green covered another oval, so they need to place a tile there. Let me reach in the bag. Ah! I keep grabbing this thing. Let me get it out of the bag. So the part of the bag holders there, the little ties, kept grabbing that. Okay. Oval. Okay. You may notice this timer here. When Otto fills that up, so it'd have to be a blue piece, he would skip the next turn. Okay, so back to me. I'm going to gather or place and gather. So what do I want? Ooh, I want the orange one. That would be nice. Yeah, let's see that. So do I have a hexagon or a? Oh, I do. Excuse me. Right there. I'm going to take these 3 pieces, always from an adjacent tile, right? This slides over, and then I look here. I have to draw 1 from the bag. Place it there. And then I'm going to place these into my Glassworks. This one goes here. This white, oh no, this is light green. That goes there. And I do have a purple right there. So very cool. I'm able to get the oranges right there, which is nice. Now I just added 3 more. So alligator, 1, 2, 3. I always love the Garbage Pail Kids names, right? Alligator. My favorite was a kid, a Cabbage Patch Kid that looked like a building. His name was Bill Ding. Classic. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just to check. Yep, 9. Now it is Otto's turn. They gather the most, which is going to be these 3. Slide this over here. And then draw 2 for this next tile. 1, 2. And they're going to place these. So they have a white one here, 2 white, and a light blue. So the light blue is going to go there. They don't have any white ones yet, so they're going to cover up this like diamond style shape. So draw 1 here, put on the diamond there, and then put another white one there. All right, good job, Otto. Now it is my turn. I'm going to place, let's see. Ooh, this one has a bunch. Oh, I like that one. Oh, yeah, we're going there. So I need to place this. I'll put the Bobby Squash style right there. This one will go over here. Slide it over. And then draw 1 from the bag to replace. There. And then I'll take these 3. Yeah, so I've got a couple of blues. And I do have an orange. Yeah, that orange is perfect. Now, I do want to pay attention to these rows. I need to get another one here. So is there a green? There is a green here. Right. Okay, so if okay, cool. So let's go to Otto's turn. Gather the one with the most. Looks like 2, 2, everything, a bunch of 2s. They take the one. So the tiebreaker for them is to take the one closest to the river or the lake. So these will go into Otto. Then this one slides over. And we refill as normal. So it'll be 2. 1, 2. Okay. And then Otto's going to place these. Let's see what colors. Does not have a green yet, so they're going to put that green there. Does have a purple, but it's already filled up, so that goes, luckily for them, into their surplus. 3 points per surplus piece. Okay, back to me. Oh, how many do I have here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this should be at 12 right now. So getting close to the end of the game. Again, this is a pretty quick game, friends. Let's see. Do I have a light green out there? There's a light green here. Fill that. Oh, I want the green one here if possible, so I can try to complete this row. So do I have a circle? I do, or a squash. We'll go circle here. And then, yeah. Take those 2. Move the river. Draw 1 piece. Goes there. I have 2 that I'm going to place, so let's move alligator. 2. And then I have a green, yay, and I have, what is this? Purple, yay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Back to Otto's turn. I'm going to take the ones with the most, closest to the lake. So take a purple and a yellow. We'll move this back of the line. And then draw 1. Okay. And then they're going to place this purple. It's already filled, so, oh man, another surplus. They do have a yellow. Now the yellow here, they place it on the little the sand timer. That means they skip their next turn. So I'm going to place this here as a reminder. We'll put a little Otto here. So reminder, skip the next turn. So I get to do, let's see. So I'm close to ending the game anyways. But if I, do I want to gather? Or let me see, if I put 1 here, I would get this light green. Go here. I'm trying to get a white. Oh, there's no white ones out there. Darn it. You know, I'm going to gather. So let's grab these here. So we'll get a couple of, let's see, white. And again, the different shapes as well. I already have this one. So these will go here. And then this is going to go to auto. So that's the end of my turn. I've drawn. I'm going to refill the lake. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that worked out perfectly. Okay, a couple of purples. And white. Okay. So that's my turn. It goes to auto, but he is skipping this turn. So I'm going to place this back here. And then it's back to me. So this may be my final turn, friends. No, I think I have one more. Yeah, because at the end, you're going to trigger to the end, and then just like the multiplayer game, you will take another final turn. But what do I want to do right now? Definitely trying to get this white one out there. If I can. If I can get one of these. Light green will be here. You got a couple of yellows. Hello, yellow. I don't know if I can do that, though. Is there any greens? There's no greens available. Okay, we're going to go here. Put the white one there and then take these 2 yellows. I'm going to put this all the way over here. And then refill 2 more. 1, 2. Okay. I'll put the yellows right here. Okay. So I do have 1 full one for 22. Oh, then I need a green. Oh, I'm not going to be able to score my row. Darn it. Well, let's take Otto's turn. I refill, so they're looking at... Oh, man, this is going to be the most, so they're going to take the white one I just placed, and I need that one. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay. Oh, by the way, how many do I have? 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. All right. So, what am I going to do now? Light green goes here. Oh, let's refill this first for auto. So 2 pieces there. 1, 2. Okay, they're going to place this light green here, which means they put one on the hexagon shape. Okay, which is there. Okay. This is a purple. It's a surplus, unfortunately. And then this white one goes here. It's going to go on the triangle. Okay. Come on. Hopefully some white pieces. There are white pieces there. Okay, cool. No greens, unfortunately. A white piece would be nice. Or, well, the blue would be nice. Can I get a yellow? Nope, no yellows. I do have a couple of blues here. Have an orange. Okay, maybe we get this one here. Do I have a heart or a triangle? I mean, a diamond or a heart, which I don't. This would have been nice to get. Okay, this is purple, white. Purple, white. I could go... Oh, I can't because I need this. Now, oh, you know what I could do? I forgot. So, one rule that I totally forgot, and it's because I mainly just take 1 piece and place it here. You can place 2 glasses of the same shape and take from any tile. Okay? So I'm going to take these 2 circles and place it on any shape so I can take the adjacent. We'll take... let's do this one here. So now I'll take this here. It gives me an orange, 2 blues. Okay, I've reached my max, so let's finish out this guy's turn. Autos. Oh, let me refill this first. So yeah, I always forget about that rule, folks. So don't forget about taking 2 of the similar shapes, and you can place it on any tile to take an adjacent 1 piece there. Now we're finishing Otto's turn. They're going to take the 3 that's closest to the lake. Okay. Light blue goes here. They've covered a triangle. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do this. 1 piece for that one. Okay, so they've gotten the triangle. Then this one here, this yellow, unfortunately, is for me, goes a surplus for +3. This white one goes there, nothing. Okay, so just like the multiplayer game, we've finished this round. I triggered it by getting 17 pieces. And now we play 1 final turn, and then we'll get to scoring. Okay, so I can go. Where can I go here? Are there any? Oh, there is a green. That green would be nice because then I can complete this row at least and get another couple of points. Or do I try to get purples up here? I got a purple and a white. Okay, if I can get that purple and white, would be nice. Like I can put Bobby Squash right there. Okay, take that purple and white one. That would be nice. I could fill up this column. And then, it'll give me a couple of rows that aren't too bad. Okay, we'll do that. This goes here. We refill 2 pieces. 1, 2. And I'm going to put the white one there and the purple one there. All right. Now Otto's turn. Otto, you are going to take the ones that has the most. It looks like it's these 3 here. Go here. Refill 2. And then I guess I didn't have to do that because the game's pretty much ending here. So, but I'll go through the motions. I'll do this here. So that would go onto the heart here. This light blue, another surplus. And this blue here, would have taken a turn off. But the game has ended anyways. So now we go to final scoring. Now, final scoring for the solo. Mine is going to be the same, right? So I'm still going to, score this way. So let me see. We turn this over here. Okay. Oh, no, that's the solo. Solo's on the back. That's right. I thought there was is there a scoring thing on the back? We'll score it by, we'll do it old school. Where's my handy dandy score card here? I go across here. I'm going to score 22 because this whole row is filled. 22 for that row. This row here filled all the way to this spot, so it's 11. This row, unfortunately, there's a gap at the start, so that's it. I'm not going to score any of those rows up here because these are all unfilled. So right now we have 33. Now we also score the highest columns. Highest 2 columns. So if tied, leftmost. So this one and this one the highest. So this is that 10? This one is 25. Okay. So I've got 3, 8, 2, 3, 4, 68. Okay. One off from being a very nice score. Okay. Otto scores length of each row. So they got a 22. Okay. This one's filled. This one here goes to 11. This one here goes to 11 for my Spinal Tap friends. This one here, it's a 2 spot, so it goes 2. Likewise, this one's 2, and this one is 1. Okay, because even if there's spots they don't have any spaces to fill, you just stop there anyways. Okay, now did they have an 8th color? No, so they didn't have any waste. Darn it. And unfortunately, they had a bunch of surplus, plus 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a plus 18, folks. Uh-oh. Let's see. 33 plus 2 is 35. 37, 38 plus 18. 38 plus 18. Oh, is that right? 56? Oh, okay. So I won. All right. I had some space there. I had a little breathing room. So today I have taken down Otto, the Otto Snugs, the AI in River Valley Glassworks. So GG Otto. Thanks again, folks, for watching. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and the notification button so you'll know when new videos pop up here. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye, everybody. And hello, friends, live. Thanks for hanging out with me as I played through River Valley Glassworks. Hope you enjoyed it. I really like this game. I think it's so fun. It's, as you can see, it's lighter in gameplay, but still there's a puzzle here to figure out, right? I think this, like the first time I played, I was totally not lost, but I did not play. I just I just wasn't able to score these columns. I scored these here, but it's like, oh no, I sort of want the more common ones here if possible, and which I just lucked out because the orange, I believe, are the most rare, right? I just happened to grab those there. The yellows are super rare, so I had those. So the more common ones, like purple, you sort of want those on this side, right? But I was very fortunate. I got all those there. Really easy. Oh, I guess I should have said in the video, and maybe I should make a little outtake for that. So, do a little outtake right now. Hey friends, here's an outtake for you. In the solo game, I played with Otto. That's the first, like, most basic solo AI opponent. There's other opponents that are a lot tougher, and they also score differently. So be sure to check those out when you're done watching this outtake. There, that's the outtake. Now I get to edit that in. And yeah, talk about what else here. Any questions, folks that are watching? Anne does love this game. That's great. No soul, no run. What time's question? Well, let's see if Ruel has the answer. Was that when I was talking to myself? Bobby Squash, R.I.P. Yeah. Ah. Okay, talking about, okay. Oh, got it. Thanks, Soul, no soul. So, according to Google, you sadly cannot reprogram the tone on our new dryer. Evil Turnip says there's a YouTube guy playing some heavy guitar accompanying the... Okay, that's it. I need to watch that. Oh, that's great. Mayor of Canada hasn't watched 2001 since 2001. Very nice. This has been fun, folks. Thank you, GG, or thank you, Bing, for the GG. And thank you, as always. Time Roller, hey, did I say hi? I'm saying hi now. Folks, I think I'm going to wrap things up here so I can get an early lunch, I think. I think it's time for an early lunch. And I actually going to edit this video down, and then I have another one. By the way, if you're not already, and if you have the means, please check us out. Check me out on Patreon. I've been doing more early access videos, so the videos that I record offline, I'll put those up for at least a couple of days before it goes released to YouTube to the public, so you can get to see those early on, including the one that just got released today. That was an early access video for High Tide. Michelle and I love that game, and it was the first time that I've done an outtakes sequence in that, so really excited about that. What are we hungry for, folks? What are we hungry for? I don't know. Yesterday I had Hawaiian chicken with steamed rice, some steamed veggies, and also, I had my kimchi that I bought last week, so I add kimchi to anything. Whenever I'm eating rice, I gotta add some kimchi and or a little soy sauce on the rice. But I had that last night. I don't know what I'm in the mood for today. We'll figure it out. Ooh, Bing says I enjoyed some beef red curry for lunch during the stream. Oh, okay, that sounds good. Avitrud, yes, we are doing a June games played stream next week. No. Next week, we're going to push it back a week. And I'm going to have a special guest, and I need to let my special guests know that I'm pushing it back a week because I have a sponsored playthrough next week, a brand new game. It'll be out on Kickstarter real soon. I'll announce that in the Discord. By the way, if you're not in the Discord already, folks, we do a lot of announcements and share stuff here that you don't see live online. But next Monday will be that playthrough or live playthrough, and then the following Monday is our June wrap up. So, folks, I do a monthly wrap up called Tabletop Recall, where you all and I talk about the games we highlight through the month, our favorite plays, and I'll bring them up on screen, sort of like what I did today with some of the games. But that one's a full 2 hours, which is great, about an hour and a half or so. But I do have a special guest lined up. I want to make sure that they're lined up for the following week because I had told them it's always the first Monday. But then I realized, oh, shoot, I have a sponsored playthrough I'm going to do there. So, Anne says, I had a bagel with veggie, cream cheese, turkey, and spinach. That sounds delightful. I love the veggie, cream cheese, and I love the turkey and spinach. That sounds good. Even though it's lunchtime here, I'm always down to, like, eat, like, breakfast or lunch food. Like, I love having breakfast or dinner sometimes. It's nothing like, hey, it's dinner time, let me get some pancakes. I love that. But I also love doing breakfast foods later. So sometimes I'll do this at least once a week. For dinner, I'll have a bowl of cereal and fruit. And likewise, I don't usually do a big heavy dinner for breakfast, but I will have like leftovers from the night before. Stuff like that. But thanks for the suggestions, friends, and thank you all again for watching. Let's find someone to raid. Again, shout out to BGG for hosting us today. What do we have for board games out there, folks? Any suggestions? And again, I'd love to find other streamers that we normally don't raid. But it's fine. If we can't find anyone, we can raid the huge, right? Someone's playing Wordle. Ooh, someone's playing Unstoppable. Now, I do try to get raid English-speaking channels. I don't think... Yeah, this one's German, I believe. Okay, let me see if who else is streaming out here. Okay. Nelson All Over is playing Marvel Champions. So maybe we'll do that. Being said, chorizo and eggs. Oh, I love that. That's always a good combo. All right, let me get the keyboard here. Again, appreciate y'all. Tune in tomorrow. I'm doing my solo stream from home for Critical Hit Games. I believe I'll be playing Marvel United. I have one of the expansions I want to play because they're having a sale on a bundle at the store, and you could get it online. Critical Hit Games, they have like a 5-game bundle. Then Wednesday, as always, Wednesday morning, I'll be at the studio for Good Morning Society with Becca. We've got our board game chat, we've got our beverages, and we've got our shenanigans, as always, along with the jacked up matchup. Really cool game. We got really cool game this Wednesday. I'm excited to play it with Becca. And then Thursday, I'll be at the store, Critical Hit Games, live in person. We're doing a small box spectacular on Thursday, so join us for that. We're going to play, like, I think 3 or 4 small box games. Chris, Luis, and I, maybe a guest or two, will be in the store, and it's just going to be like a really fun game night. You all know how much I love small box games, so tune in for that. I'm pretty sure Love Letters on on the roster or the lineup of games, but we have 2 others that I haven't played yet that I don't remember the names. So tune in for that. Speaking of Wednesday, exciting times here. Michelle and I are going to the Dodger game on Wednesday because 2 things are exciting. So basically, after Good Morning Society, I'll be getting refreshed and put on my Dodger gear, going to the stadium with Michelle. 2 things. Yoshinobu Yamamoto bobblehead night. Yay. But Clayton Kershaw is pitching with a chance to notch his 3,000th strikeout. Super huge. If you're a baseball nerd like me, big thing. There's only been, I think, 20 other pitchers in all of baseball history that have ever done that. I think there's only 3 left-handers that have ever done that. So Kershaw will be the 4th. He needs 3 more to get there. He just had like 5 last week, and I'll share more about that story there, how we got the tickets. I mean, it's part of our season ticket package, but it's funny, just a little story about that. But exciting times this week. Also, we got the 4th of July weekend as well. Just, we'll say it now, but also say it later. Be safe, be safe and sane, as they say during the weekend. Just take care of yourself, take care of others. Maybe true. As a Giants fan, I'm not talking baseball right now. You know what's funny? Okay, I gotta share this story. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm a Taylor ambassador. So this shirt that I'm wearing today, all the clothes I wear on Good Morning Society are sent to me by Taylor. It's a subscription men's rental service. Every month I get clothes sent to me, and I wear them for the show. I'll also occasionally wear them here on my channel. My stylist, so as part of the service, you get a stylist. My stylist, Serena, just happens to be a baseball fan. Like, I'd say probably a bigger baseball nerd than me. And her family, they're Giants fans. So we got to meet for the first time 2 weeks ago at a Dodger game. It was their first time at Dodger Stadium as Giants fans. We talked afterwards. They had a wonderful time. It was great to meet her. But yeah, I just texted her about something about the Taylor, and she sent the, his business, but then she's like, yeah, it's a rough time to be a Giants fan right now. I was like, oh, sorry. So as AB True noted, yeah, really, really tough time. I mean, y'all got divers. I mean, Rafi, he's terrific, but maybe later in the season he'll start paying off dividends. And we're going to end on this note being, yes, Kershaw, Hall of Fame legend. Absolutely. He's a Hall of Famer, but to add that number, right? It's just, you know how baseball nerds, they like to have that number, 3,000. Anyways, let's go raid someone. Who are we raiding? I forgot who we were raiding. Nelson All Over. They are playing Marvel Champions. And say hi to Nelson. Folks, I'll see you later this week. Have a wonderful week. And thanks again for hanging out with me. Stick around for the raid. Bye, everybody.